Another tool that's useful in the Smart Notebook software are the interactive dice. To find them, simply click on the Content tab and search for dice. In Interactive and Multimedia, you'll see several different dice. Some of them are just regular six-sided dice, like this one here. If I want to use it, I simply click and drag it out to my page. I can click and drag it elsewhere if I need to move it. Each time you click on the dice, it will simply roll it just like if you were rolling a dice on the table. To remove it, hold the button Control on your keyboard and click, and then choose Delete. You can't just click on it to select it because it will think you're trying to roll the dice. There are a few other dice. There are a few different colors and things like that depending on what you're doing, but there's a few other dice to know about. They also have a 10-sided dice, which can come in handy for certain activities. They also have a Consonance Dice, so it will roll any combination of consonants. There is a number dice with the actual numbers rather than the dots. A few other ones that are helpful. There's also a vowel dice as well. So again, depending on the type of activity you're doing, you can roll for vowels. You can also select multiple dice, and in that case you can decide how many you need for a given activity, and you can change some of the colors and things like that. When you click on them, they will all roll at the same time. You'll also notice there's a button, an arrow button up here. When you click on that, it inserts those numbers, and in this case it's automatically going to add them up as well. So if I click, it's going to insert those numbers and it's going to add them up. So that may be a useful feature as well. Finally, there's a couple other dice that can be really helpful. One is a keyword dice, and this one is great because you can customize it any way you want. To do that, click the button with the couple of arrows. You can decide what words you would like to have on your 6 sides. So it can be any 6 words that you want. So it could be perhaps sight words or terms that are coming up for a particular test or something like that. To simply use the dice, click the arrows again, and then the dice, when it gets to a side that has something on it, it will show you. And the dice also, if you ever need it, this arrow button is always an inject tool, so it will inject that word onto the screen and then you can manipulate it any way that you need to. So that's the keyword one. There is also an image one as well, and this one is just like the word one, except this time it's going to show you all 6 sides, and you're going to actually drag an image onto the dice. So whatever images you would like to have on the dice, you can simply drag those on there, and then when you're finished, click the double arrow, and whatever picture you put in there, that one will be selected there. And you can also resize these dice by using the tool in the corner if you need to. You can drag in multiple word or multiple image dice if you need to, simply by dragging them from the content gallery.